you can win $10,000 in cash or a convertible Jag. Go to SaveThe310.com to find out all the details. This is gonna end November 23rd, so we don't got much time. Now, let's see if this biplane will start. We are here at the Florida Aviation Museum at Sun and Fun, and we're gonna be trying to start up this Curtiss P6E replica with a V8 Chevy engine. Now, the people here have been so nice to let me come in and kind of mess with some of the nicer stuff, and I'll be honest with you, air conditioning is an amazing thing. So I'm gonna stay in here as long as we can, and then we have a door right behind us so that when we're ready, we're gonna push it out and see if this thing can't make some noise for the first time in over 25 years. We went live for almost 4 hours straight trying to get what I thought was going to be an easy will it start with this fantastic World War II biplane powered by a 383 stroker small block Chevy. I mean, it was supposed to be easy, but this is how it went. We had to go straight redneck mode and connect some jumper cables to the battery to the connection inside the airplane where the batteries were supposed to go. And when we did get them connected, they didn't really work.
Ooh.
Since that worked out so well, let's check the fuel.
Oh, there's a little bit of moisture on it. Oh, that is... Oh, that's really old gas. Oh. Oh, that's bad.
Whipping out our full level redneckery, we got another jump box plus a battery to connect to it. Now let's see how it works.
Alright, everything is turned off. All ignition, all that stuff. Let's see if we got fuel pumps now. Now. This one? Nope. Okay. Starter clear.
I just wasn't happy with how slowly the engine was turning, considering this is a V8 Chevy engine. So we spent the next couple of hours trying to figure out if we had a bad connection. Once I knew we had poor battery connections, bad fuel, and a toasted starter, we decided to pull it out and try to start it anyways, because what could possibly go wrong? Step 1, dump way too much fuel right down the carburetor and send it.
Throttle is set. Okay! Gotta get a clear prop, go! Oh, it's so yeah! We're just not getting enough power to the starter to be able to turn it fast enough.
We solved this problem by adding a second set of jumper cables and a lot more starting fluid.
There we go. Alright, now that nobody's here, clear prop!
Yep.
Well, we had to give up on the live view, which is a bummer. I was really hoping that this thing would start. Oh, I stood up too fast. So now, our next step is to pull the airplane back inside the air conditioning and then pull the starter off of it and change the starter out, because I'm pretty sure that's one of the issues. O'Reilly's Auto Parts, wow! Made an O'Reilly run. Basically something I should have done before I ever got here to do this. Yeah, we got some spark plugs. So we know that those are going to be good. Then we also got a good battery, a big one, and then a starter. Now, I did the thing that you're never supposed to do, and that's to just guess. I don't know if this is going to be the correct starter or not. So we're going to, first, I'm just going to hook up this regular battery just the way everything was, and then crank it over to see if it turns over better than it did or the same. My gut tells me it's going to be the same. And then, if it does, we will pull that old starter off and fingers crossed this is the correct starter. Okay. So we got the spark plugs in it. I'm not going to turn the fuel or the ignition on or anything. I just want to see if it cranks it over, if it really was just the battery or if that starter is toast. Okay, ignitions are off, fuel is all closed. All right, everything clear?
Yep.
Ooh,
Nope.
that is not pleasant. This starter is still warm after 2 hours. There it is. Alright, let's see if this thing does what it's supposed to. I mean, it does, but it's here. I'll show you. It should be a little more peppy than that. Oh. Praise the Lord, we got bolts, so we might be able to use this one after all. Assuming that it fits in there. What the heck? Okay, now let's see the difference here. See the difference? This one goes out with some gusto. This thing sounds like it's going through some gravel. I mean, it's meh. Yeah. So I mean, it's not bad. I see a date code on here. See if you can zoom in on that. 030903. So that means this starter is old enough to consume adult beverages. Which after today, I may have to go find one. I had a good friend, he would call them barley pops. So I think I may have to go have a barley pop. Oh, yeah.
There's some steel reserve.
Oh, that's fantastic. Take a whiff inside here at these windings. That is, burns my nostrils. Oh, wow, that is awesome. I'm not going to pull it out because we have brushes and other things in the back that I don't really want to mess up. But I just wanted to make sure these bearings were good, and they're sealed bearings and seem to be tight, doing what they're doing. So now, let's see if that made any difference at all with our custom jump box. And this big battery is way better because on a voltage drop it only goes down to 11.5 volts. So let's see if this is any better. That sounds a lot better. Nice. Oh yeah, that sounds way better. Heck yeah, boys, we are cooking with grease now. Or peanut oil or whatever it was that, may his soul rest in peace, old Phil Robertson would say. And we're getting the really nice floor dirty.
You're the reason we can't have nice things to do.
I know. Went ahead and mounted this sucker back up. I am going to connect the jump cable straight to this terminal right here to bypass all the rest of it and get as much juice as we can, as close as we can to the source that's going to need it It's right there. And then it should still be able to power the rest of that way. So we're still hooking it up in the system, but we're skipping this relay right here. Actually, I might just use the other jumper cables to run on that side of the relay just to make sure that that relay is connected. That's what we'll do. And we got good jumper cables. We got the biggest, fattest ones they had. Like your mom. Oh, that was terrible. That was a terrible joke. I'm sorry.
Are you?
I'm sorry, Chase. No, actually, no. That was a good one. That was. You just happened to be there, man.
I know. It's acceptable.
So, we got one set of jumper cables to the avionics buses. We have another set of jumper cables going straight to the starter. Now, again, if my math is correct, this should not spark and spin. Just clear of everything. Okay, there's no ignition, no fuel. I'm just gonna see how our starter is gonna work. All right, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's clear, clear we go. That seems better. Yeah. Give it a little drinky drink. Yeah, just a little blue Kool-Aid. Boop. Just a touch. And then eat it. For all the beans in all the worlds, you want to do it? Clear prop. We thought we heard some evidence of life, so we decided to hit it with a little more wake-up juice and try it again.
Is Chuck still active?
Clear! Oh, finger.
She's puffing.
So that's a new starter in that.
Not a new starter. 2 batteries.
Come on!
It was at this point, I just don't care anymore. We're gonna flood this sucker with starting fluid. It's either gonna start or break.
If I push this thing back inside, it's gonna be all weekend.
1, 2, 3, 7.
Ignition, ignition, masters, masters. Do it for Dale! Oh,
Nah.
that push button is hard to hold in. Don't give it any more, hold on.
I furiously pumped the accelerator, hoping that maybe by some miracle that might make a difference. Nope. Day 2. Hat, little coffee. Brand new starter that we got. Thank you, Kevin at KSR. He was the one who told me the shop in Tampa, Clearwater, that actually had this in stock. Switch this out. Now, maybe it'll start. We should do a quick time lapse to see just how fast it is to change out a starter on a small block Chevy. Okay, done. What's my time? 4 minutes, 8 seconds. That's why I love a small block Chevy. Let's hook the battery up, see if this works. Yeah. All right, clear prop. Okay, that tells me a lot right there.
Okay, we'll try that first. You think it'll work? It'll take a miracle. Name that movie. All right, clear prop. Nope. Man, what? What about this starter? Oh yeah. Yep. It's a voltage issue. It's a battery power issue, not anything to do with that starter. We just had to turn the camera off, and I had Silas look at this, and we tested the volts to what it was at the starter. 3 volts at the starter, which tell me all of our voltage drop might even be happening through the jumper cords themselves. So we need to figure out how to make sure all the juice is getting to this starter right here, and that is our issue. And I mean, we knew that, but now we just got to come up with a solution so that this thing is getting all 12 volts it needs, not 3. That explains why it's not turning over. One theory I have is I wonder if it's in the actual push button thing itself. So, Silas, if you'll step back a little bit, I'm going to do the old Ford solenoid screwdriver thing where you just kind of smack it right to it and you know, send the beans. So, all right, everything clear?
Yeah.
Here we go. Fire in the hole. Oh, come on now. Okay, I need my screwdriver. Usually works better with just a screwdriver. Okay, here we go. Woo, hate that. Huh. I think all of this trouble is our jumper wires. The cable is just literally not big enough to send the amperage that it needs over that distance right there. Because this sucker needs to draw 400 amps, something like that. And this was the heaviest ones they've got, but I don't think they're heavy enough. If one set of jumper cables is good, 2 must be better. The theory, since this cable is not big enough, let's add another set of jumper cables so that there'll be more paths for all the electrons to flow. Up here, that makes some sort of sense. We'll find out if in reality that has any bearing whatsoever.
Is everything good on your side?
Yeah, I'm connected over here. Take a gander. That's ridiculous. Okay, everything is clear. All right. Clear prop. That's what it was. That was better. I still don't like, it still should have spun faster than that if I'm honest, but it might be fast enough for it to take a hit and then fire up. And I still don't like that this starter doesn't go back in, so that tells me there's still something that needs some love here. But I don't understand why it's so difficult. I mean, they just took a 1939 airplane, scaled it down by 10%, threw a Corvette engine that's the mixture between a 350 and a 400 cubic inch small block with some Summit Racing Edelbrock performance parts on it. It's just everything all together. We're almost out of this. That's not a good sign.
Throttle's there. Clear prop.
Yeah, that might have something to do with what we're dealing with. Ooh. We've got a pickup in here. This is an electronic pickup right there. And that tells it when to spark. And then this thing right here sends the spark out. Comes in here, travels out that, and then goes around. So I need to find number 1 on this, and then number 1 on that up there, and see if they're, how close they are. Okay, So I just Googled it to confirm. This is the #1 cylinder because the engine's backwards. Followed up, yep, it's to that spark plug right there, to this one. So it's gonna be kind of right here. I'm gonna put a mark to that is where it needs to fire. And then I come back here, you can come on to this side. So these are all after top dead center. We don't want it to fire after top dead center. We want to fire before top dead center. And somewhere in that 18 to 20 degrees is going to make it easier to start. So we'll make sure it's set right there. And this is assuming that that's correct. So then I come up here and holy cow, that is way off. That sucker's pointing over that way. So it's pointing like right there. So we got to get this spark plug to be pointing like that. Dude, that's excessive.
Okay, fire in the hole, go! That's the closest one yet. Fire in the hole. Well, that's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
That means that we're on the right track.
I make a small adjustment to the timing, then I throw some more fuel down its throat, and we try it again.
All right. There, bro.
After another adjustment,
Okay, here we go. Clear, bro.
Oh.
Oh, ha.
Oh, fire.
Huh?
Now tear it a little bit.
Sweet, we got fire.
Finally.
Well, it spit fire, but not sure if that's the way we were going after it. Okay. So, what's happening is backfiring means there's extra fuel in here when the valves are not totally shut, and that fire goes right up inside the intake. And that means the timing might be too advanced, so it sparks before it reaches all the way up and the valve is closed. So, like I said before, we need to retard it. And that means turning it back this way a little bit. Right there somewhere. We'll see if that works.
I thought it started for a second.
Yeah, it coughed a little bit.
And of course, there's no fire extinguisher right here, so that's fine. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Clear, bro. Ah! All at once, too. Woo!
This time, it's the finest adjustments that make all the difference. A whole bunch of starting fluid helps too.
Clear!
Yeah. Yeah.
America! Fire breathing, spitting V8.
Still not satisfied, I make one more adjustment to the timing and the carburetor. This one is for all the beans.
Clear the props.
Yeah.
That's up, yes.
It runs.
Oh! Holy crap! It's because of you, Nick. Because of you, my friend. Nick's the whole reason this thing started.
Yep.
He was in North Carolina whenever we were doing this on Friday.
Don't forget your Ameritex sponsorship.
Sponsored by Ameritex.
Ameritex.
Amerix, keeping Jimmy safe for over 46 years.
Yes. Yes. Oh, dude, cool. It runs.
Dude.
It makes a lot of noises. It spit fire the wrong way, but it spit fire.
Yeah, was it coming out of the intake? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Yeah. See, now that's the part that bugs me, as now it kind of showed life, but now we're gonna have to, like, hey, it started, check, and then we cut the camera off,